What is up, RC enthusiasts? Check it out. We have some RC all-wheel drive wheels right here. These are some adjustable weight wheels right here for your 18 scales and 24 scales. And also, they make them in 2.2, so you can get them for your 10 scales. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but those aren't actually it right there. Those are actually what I replaced these with. And boom, those are the wheels right there. They look pretty sweet, don't they? As you can tell right there, they have brass inserts right there to adjust the wheel weights. So these wheels right here, without the weights installed, I believe is good enough for the rock van right here because it's a Lexan top, so not that heavy up top. And these wheels, I'll put the weight up here, showing you how much more these weigh than the stock ones. Same for this right here. I'm going to show you the weight of the stock wheel setup. And these with the brass in them, and also without the brass in them. As you can tell, the wheels look pretty good without the brass in them as well. Some pretty good looking wheels in my opinion, you know, something that I wouldn't have normally looked at, but hey, adjustable wheel weights. Especially if you're just trailing around, you can take all those weights out, you can trail around, save more battery, get more runtime, and if you need more competition style, you know, you have a lot more steep stuff to go through and you don't want your, especially this guy right here, rig to flip around too much. Install these weights back on, and you have your fully weighted wheels right here, ready to make this thing perform a heck of a lot better. So yep, there you go guys. This should increase the performance of these two rigs right here for sure, and these will also work on your TRX 4Ms, on also your, you know, all your other 18 scale and 24 scale rigs out there. The hex diameter of these wheels will fit those, and these are bead locks. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but these stock tires right here was hard to get on these bead locks, but it's doable. As you can tell, I have them installed, but it was a hard one to do. This one is a little bit more simpler. It fit a little better. But fitting aftermarket tires like these right here, or these ones right here, these are all available on Amazon, and those ones fit a lot better. On these ones right here, these are 1.0 tires, so they're for that. I don't have any tires really for this 1.3s. I'm just using the stock tires that this one came with, which were pretty big tires, and they fit on there pretty well. And one more cool thing to point out about the 1.3s is, if you're a WPL guy like me, the WPL kit tires go on these bead locks for sure. You just have to 3D print yourself an adapter for the hex right here, because the hex on this one's a lot bigger, or not a lot bigger, but it's going to be a bigger hex than the WPL hexes. Here's a good look at the wheel right here. There's the back side. As you can tell right here, there's very little offset to this wheel, if any, but it fits the stock Hobby Plus tire pretty well, unlike that one right there, which was really finagly and hard to get it to work out. This one right here works really well. And also, installing these guys right here, you know, you don't have to uninstall the wheels or anything. You can just slide as many of these as you need in there. You know, probably for balance, you're going to want to put 3 at the least. Unless you're just going slow and you just need a little bit of weight, but yeah, like that. Then screw those in, and then add all 6 right there, which is, these are about 2 grams each. And these ones are smaller on this one right here, so these ones are going to be a little bit lighter. I'll put it up here if I can weigh it, but my scale doesn't weigh that. It's too light for my scale because the baking scale, it needs more weight. There you go. For a rock van, I'm going to be rocking them, pun intended, this way, because it doesn't need that much more weight, and these wheels are already a lot heavier than the plastic wheels that it came with. The plastic wheels this thing came with were like about 13 grams. Versus this is almost 40 grams for these wheels without the brass in them. So yes guys, I'm not trying to make this that much long of a video. You know, it's just some weighted wheels right here by RC All-Wheel Drive. These guys right here provided these wheels for me. Thank you guys for letting me review these. Some nice wheels right here. You know, the machining is really nice, and they look really cool even without the brass in them. But you know, some trucks like this one right here, even with the brass, that still looks pretty cool to me. The 1.3 wheels use a 1.5 hex for the bead, and they use 0.05 for the brass. Same with this one right here. The brass is 0.05, but the bead on this one is also on the 1.0. It's going to be the 0.05 as well. So some pretty cool wheels. Check them out. Link in the description below. And you know, they're a very unique wheel, and it's either you like them or you don't. The design is definitely unique, and I think they look pretty good. You know, They didn't look as good just without the trucks on them, but once they were installed on the trucks, it definitely could work. Well, alright guys, as usual, stay safe out there, go have fun, and run that RC.